welcome to my kitchen. As promised, I'm sharing my kitchen today with my sidekick, Rob, and we're going to be making our Valentine's Day dessert. So, it's really not that much in the way of cooking. We have 5 ingredients, 7 steps, and it just takes a few minutes with a little wait time. So I'm talk about the ingredients and then we're going to jump right into it. So you've got raspberries, 6 ounces, chocolate, dark chocolate chips, 5 ounces, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. Kind of weird, huh? But it works. 1 teaspoon of coconut oil and a little sprinkle of Maldon salt to finish. So the first step is we're going to take these raspberries, plop them in the bowl, and we're going to mash them up with a fork. Grab your fork. Okay, the rest of them, mash them up. Are you going to help me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's pretty easy. Get in camera, Rob. Come on in. Share the screen with me.
It's hard to do both at the same time.
All right, we're almost done. We're just mashing it up into a little paste. You could do this with your significant other. You could do this with your kids. This is as easy as it gets for making a dessert. And it's pretty and red for Valentine's Day. All right, so look here. In just a couple of minutes, we got them mashed up. Now we're gonna add a tablespoon of chia seeds and stir them together. I'll just do that. And then we're gonna let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes just out on the counter, and then we're gonna come back. We're back, and we're now on step 3. We're gonna do, by tablespoons, scoop this up and put it on this baking sheet that has parchment paper. And this should yield about, I don't know, 8 to 10, something like that. You can see it's kind of gelled up. That's what the chia seeds do.
Sure.
Ah, there's a baby one. I'll do that one. All right, step 3. Actually, I might add it into this one. So how many do we have here? We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, perfect. All right. Next thing we do is we're going to stick it in the freezer for 45 minutes to an hour, and we'll be back. All right, we're getting close. We've got the raspberry stuff out of the freezer. It's nice and frozen. Now we're going to go to the step where we're going to melt the chocolate, and we're going to do it in the microwave. So you got choices here. You could, depending on what kind of chocolate you like, you could chop it up, or you could do like I'm doing and just use chips with your 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. That's going to give it a really nice sheen. We better put this in before Rob eats it all. So we're just going to heat it for 30 seconds, and then we're going to check it and stir it, and we just kind of do that till it melts. We don't want to burn it, but this is so much easier than putting it over a double boiler or all that. This is the easy button, make your chocolate truffle dessert. You could probably have, and then you notice no sugar in the raspberries. It was only a matter of time before we figured out that there was chocolate in the bag. Okay, not very melted. We're going to do some more. Now it's starting to warm up a little bit, starting to melt a little bit. I think probably 1 more 30 seconds and this is going to be perfect. And then we're just going to roll these things in the chocolate and off you go. This will be 1.5 minutes, and I think that'll be perfect. So while we're waiting, you can see these are kind of firmed up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and loosen them so that when it's time, we're all set. So we waited 45 minutes. You could wait an hour. You could wait longer if you want to, if you're busy doing other things. This is one of those recipes where It's just a few minutes of active time, and then the rest is just an hour here, an hour there. Oh, perfect. Look at this. All right. Nice and melted. And it smells really good, doesn't it? Okay, Rob.
Wet.
Put it in. We're just gonna turn them till they're covered. And put them on our, now just turn it with your spoon. Oops. I'm gonna move this over here. All right. And then we've got one more step before we put them in the freezer. Look how pretty those are. All glossy. And of course, in exchange for helping me on this, we're going to do a tasting of this when we're done. I think we're going to have extra chocolate. I don't know what we're going to do with it. Maybe we'll do some strawberries in it and freeze those too. All right, the last thing we do before we put it in the freezer is oh, look at you. Okay. Now, the Maldon salt. So this is flaky sea salt. And you can see if you've never worked with Maldon before, I don't really call it work because it's just, look at how big these crystals are. You just take the crystal, don't eat all that chocolate, and we're just going to put a little bit while the chocolate is a little wet, and we're sprinkle a little bit. I'll sprinkle a little bit on while Rob eats chocolate. Okay, and it's going in the freezer for an hour, and then we're going to come back and taste them. All right, it's been an hour in the freezer, and they're ready to taste. Which one do you want?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I'll give you this one.
That's the one I really did want.
Make sure we share it. I'm a sucker for sweet and salty.
It's so good.
Dessert for Valentine's Day. Super easy, super delicious. May I have one more tiny bite? Try it with someone you love.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.